Hey guys, it's Valerie. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry, I know I've been kind of MIA lately. Honestly, I don't have any excuses. I wouldn't want to give you guys any excuses anyways. Just, I was finishing up the school semester. Today was my last day of school. I finished the semester already, so I'm going to be starting to work full-time. So my schedule is going to be a little bit more consistent because I was going to school, going to work, and it was just kind of really hectic for me. But now I'm going to just be working, and I'll get one day off during the week, so I'll be able to film and edit and hopefully start uploading more consistently. I really want to at least get one video up a week for you guys. So I had actually just filmed a makeup look on this makeup that I'm wearing right now. Come to find out, I never pressed record. So that didn't take me too long. It was maybe like 20 minutes that I was filming, but yeah, it was just, I was so excited and I did so good, and I feel like my makeup came out really, really good. It was just a makeup tutorial because my other one was just atrocious and I just wanted to make it up. So I'll probably film that another day because I didn't film it, and I thought it went really well, but I guess we'll just see what happens next time I do it. Yeah, that's just kind of where I've been, just at school and at work. So today I am going to be doing a story time, and no, it's not clickbait. I actually did steal my best friend's boyfriend once, and well, you'll find out in the end. It all ends up happily ever after. But we were little kids, so just backstory. I mean, it was in the 8th grade. We were little. I was like 12 or 13. I don't remember. My friend, I would consider her a good friend, maybe not best friend. I mean, we were pretty close. We didn't go to the same school or anything. Our moms knew each other through the church, and we kind of hung out like in the youth groups and stuff through the church. So we saw each other around a lot. We would message each other on Facebook, talk. So she was a pretty good friend. I stood in her quinceañera, but this was like after the fact. So things ended up okay. Anyway, I should use her real name. I mean, I don't see why not. We're on good terms. Okay, so me and Joanne were good friends, right? I don't know exactly how long we had been friends for. Maybe not. This was a long time, you guys. Maybe a year or so. Let's just say we were friends for about a year. So we were good friends or whatever, and I got invited to go on a teens retreat, and it's, for those of y'all who don't know what a retreat is, basically you go away for a weekend, kind of like a little camp, and they teach you about God and religion, and it's just kind of one of those not community, one of those like religious camps. It was for like a weekend. It was for like a 3-day weekend. Nothing too crazy, and it was really nice. I mean, at first I didn't want to go because, one, I didn't think I was gonna know anybody there. Two, I wasn't the best kid at socializing. I didn't really have that many friends. I kind of kept to myself. I was a strange little awkward little girl. But then my mom was like, oh, well, Joanne's going, and I was like, okay, well, Joanne's gonna go, I guess I'll go, reluctantly. I was like, okay, I'll go. So we went, and Joanne was the only person I knew there. Right away, I kind of just went to her, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna just stick with you. She already knew people, or she had already made friends. I don't know. That first day where we were getting dropped off, because we got dropped off at a church, and then they drove us in buses to the campsite, because it was actually kind of like a camp. So the first day there, when they dropped us off, we were all waiting to get picked up by the bus. She's like, come here, I want to introduce you to someone. So she introduces me to this guy. I had no idea who he was, never met him before. This tall guy, and his name was Jose. And I don't know if I mentioned in my other video, but my fiance's name is Jose, and yes, it's the same Jose. So she introduces me to him, but his middle name is Daniel. His name is Jose Daniel. And she introduced him to me as Daniel, so I was like, oh, hi, Daniel, whatever. I didn't think anything of it, honestly. I mean, I guess I didn't know whether to make it how my fiance and I met, or I stole my best friend's boyfriend story, so I guess it's kind of both. But I didn't like him at first. Not that he, I was like, ugh, it's just, I didn't think about it at that time. I wasn't thinking about having a boyfriend, or oh my god, I love him, or nothing. He was just a person, and that was it. So over the course of the 3 days, we hung out At the retreat, obviously they had like different activities. We weren't always in the activities together, and like I said, I mean, it was nothing crazy. I wasn't like, oh my goodness, this is the love of my life, I need to marry him, da 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 da. Like, no, it was nothing like that. We were friends, we were cool, that was it. I actually liked his friend that was there, so I actually liked someone else that was at the retreat with us. So come the third day, it's a Sunday, we went to mass, because they end the retreats in like a mass saying welcome back home, da 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 da, all this stuff. So I'm getting ready to leave. It's me and my parents. They came to pick me up, and we're just leaving. Like, I grabbed my stuff, I told Joanne bye, I'll see her around, and that was it. I didn't think that I was ever gonna see Daniel again. I didn't, I was like, okay, bye, you're a cool person, but he wasn't important to me. He wasn't important to me to where I was like, no, I need to see you again, give me your, like, nothing. So, and that sounds really ugly, but no, like, it wasn't anything. So I grabbed my stuff, grabbed my bags, and I'm walking to my car, and I was about to leave, like just thinking like I was about to just leave and take off and not say anything. I don't even think I told him bye. So I hear footsteps coming behind me. My parents were already at the car. I hear footsteps and I hear Valerie, and I turn, and it was Daniel, and I was like, oh, what's up? And he's like, oh no, can I have your number? And he asked for my number, and I was like, oh yeah, sure. And I didn't think it. Oh, he's calling me. Look at my love. He's calling me. 1 second, guys. Hi, my love. So yeah, he asked for my number, and I was like, oh sure, you seem like a cool guy, we can be friends, whatever. I still did not have any like for him anyway, romantic or relationship wise. So I quickly forgot about it, it was whatever. And then like soon, like when I got home, he had already texted me. He was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, who's this? He's like, it's Jose. And I was like, Jose? Who's Jose? I don't know a Jose. He's like, yeah, Jose from the retreat. And so I messaged Joanne, and I was like, hey, who's Jose? He said he was on the retreat with us. And she's like, oh, it's Daniel. And I was like, oh, okay. So, and then he told me, yeah, my middle name is Daniel, my first name is Jose, whatever. So anyways, still didn't have any liking for him. Him and Joanne actually started to talk. I guess they had liked each other before the retreat. So eventually, well, not even eventually, like really soon after the retreat, a couple of weeks, they were together. They're boyfriend and girlfriend. I didn't care. I mean, I sound really ugly, but like I didn't care because I didn't like him that way. Like I said, I like someone else, da 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 da. And so they were together for a while. We met in November. And then come like mid-November, no, like the end of November to the beginning of December, I was at home, and Jose called me, and he was with like some friends or whatever, and he was like, hey, talk to her or whatever. So he actually gave the phone to this other little boy to talk to me, and I was like, what the heck? And me and that boy actually ended up being together for like a little bit. It was like this big drama that's like its story on its own. I wasn't allowed to have boyfriends. My parents found out. I got in trouble. But yeah, so I didn't even like Jose. I liked his little friend, this little asshole who freaking cheated on me with, I don't know what the hell. Anyways, like I said, that's its own story. So I like this other little boy. Didn't think nothing of it when Jose and Joanne were together. But then that's kind of when it started. Like, Joanne would talk to me about Jose, and I'd start to get jealous. But again, like I said, this kind of happened over a course of a couple of weeks. Me and Jose were talking every day. Every day we were texting, we really got to know each other. And that's when the feelings kind of started. I started to like him. He told me that he liked me. I didn't want to be a bad friend, and I told him, I was like, no, like, you're with Joanne. He's like, man, I don't even like her, this is kind of not like a real relationship, like, we're kind of just together just to be together, and it was just complicated. Like, I felt bad, and I didn't want to be that person. And I ended up being that person. So they started having problems. I don't know if it was because of me. I never kind of I never put myself in the relationship. I kind of just let them, be their own thing. Whether he started finding ways to distance himself from her, I still don't know. I never asked. But they started having problems. But he had told me he had been wanting to break up with her for a while. Like they were together for that long. This was all over the course of like 2 months, you guys. Like honestly, not even that long. So they started having problems, and I just felt so bad because she would talk to me about the problem. She would be like, I feel like he's distant, he's been acting different, and and I'm just like, what do I say? Like, I didn't know what to tell her. I was like, oh no, like, I never once like tried to be like, oh, you should break up with him. Like, I never did that. I wasn't about that. So I was just like trying to listen to her, be a good friend. So they broke up, and I don't know how it happened. Like, I never really asked. I mean, they broke up, and Jose asked me if I wanted to be his girlfriend. I don't remember how soon after they broke up it happened, but I just remember that I couldn't have boyfriends. My mom and dad didn't let me, so I told him, I was like, no, like, I can't be your girlfriend. Like, we were boyfriend and girlfriend for like a week, and I just felt so guilty about it. And I was like, no, I can't. So we weren't boyfriend and girlfriend. But we all went to this party because we were all kind of like the same group. Like, none of us went to the same school. Jose went to one school, Joanne went to another school, and then I went to school down here. But our parents were the ones that were more like, that really knew each other. So our friend was having a birthday party, or her parents were having like a get together or something. So we all went to our mutual friend's house. We were all there. It was more like of an adult party, but we all just went just as an excuse to all hang out together. So we went. They had already broken up, but this is where I feel so bad, because literally this was like 2 days after they broke up, and this is where I admit I was a shitty friend. I was a shitty person. I regret doing this, and I felt so bad afterwards. So we were all at the party, but all the adults were in the backyard outside hanging out, listening to music. All of us teenagers, it was like maybe 5 of us, were hanging out in our friend's room watching TV. So Jose was sitting against the wall. We were all on the bed. There was like 2 beds. We were all spread out on the beds. Jose was sitting against the wall. We were watching TV. I was laying down with my head like on his lap, like on a pillow. And I don't know what we thought. I don't know if we thought we were invisible. I don't know if we thought no one was going to notice. But I'm watching TV. I look up at him. He looks down at me. And we just start kissing. Like, there's four or 5 other people in the room, and we just started to kiss. I was like, I don't know what we thought, if we thought nobody was gonna notice, but Joanne was in the room, and I was like, now thinking about it, I'm like, God, you're fucking stupid, Valerie. Like, I don't know what I thought. I felt so bad afterwards. I guess we were just dumb, and we were just careless, and we didn't care about the people that we were gonna hurt. So we're there like kissing or whatever, and we thought that everybody else was just like watching the TV. We weren't even like in the back of the room or nothing. We were just straight out kissing. So yeah, that happened. And then Joanne, she was very calm about it though. Like, if it was me and I saw my ex-boyfriend kissing my friend 2 days after we broke up, I would have beat her ass then and there. I give you props, girl, for handling it the way you handled it. She pulled me outside. She was like, hey, can I talk to you? And I was like, sure. And me, stupid pendeja, I was like, oh, what could be wrong? Like, I'm so oblivious, and I'm such an idiot. And so she takes me outside, and she's like, how can you do that to me? I was literally just crying to you 2 days ago that he broke up with me, and then you're going to go into talking all this stuff to me. And I couldn't really say anything because I knew I was in the wrong. So I kind of just took it. I let her say what she needed to say. I let her get all her anger out. And that was it. That was the end of that. And then she takes Jose out. She yells at him, gets so mad at him, and that was it. I mean, that was it. And I'm so grateful though that we moved past it, because like I said, I mean, we were in the 8th grade when all of this happened. We were little kids, like we didn't know any better. I didn't think that he was gonna be the guy that I'm gonna marry one day. Honestly, this was just a little fling. Like I did really like him. I had like little boyfriends or whatever before, but he was someone that I felt was special, but not that special, you know. And just the way things started was really messy. So I was like, maybe this isn't the right thing. Maybe we shouldn't be together. After all that happened, I mean, me and Joanna are still really good friends. We don't talk as much. Again, you know, we never went to the same school. We don't live close to each other. But when it comes down to it, I mean, she's still a really good friend. Whenever Jose's mom passed away, she passed away about a year ago. She was there at the funeral. Like, she's never ever held it against us. I mean, like I said, we were just little. We all got over it. We still talk on occasion, not really that often, but like I said, whenever a friend is needed, she's always there for us. She's never been ugly about it, or like I said, she's never held it against us. So thank you, Joanne, for being such a good friend, for understanding that we were stupid little kids, and just thank you for being a good friend. But yeah, I mean, look, here we are 6 years later. Not one day did I think that boy I met that day on that retreat was going to be the person that I'm going to marry. He's going to be the father of my children in the not so distant future, but not super close either. But yeah, I mean, it's just a story, like just the crazy start. I mean, I felt so bad. I mean, I had no intentions of breaking him and my friend up, which I don't know if I am the cause of it. I feel like maybe I probably did have something to do with it, even if it wasn't direct. But yeah, just a rocky start just from there, that one. And I still remember looking at him, just saying hi, not giving him a second thought. And now I don't know what I would do without him. He's the love of my life. Like I said, he's my best friend, and it's just a crazy story. We've had our ups, our downs, but at the end of the day, you know, you look back and you just remember everything, because those are memories. That's your story. Every couple, every relationship has a story, and that's our story. So if you're watching this, babe, I love you. Thank you for being such a big part of my life and sticking with me since the beginning. And Joanne, again, thank you for being such a good friend. You're awesome. I hope you're doing well. I know we haven't talked lately, but I really wish you all the happiness in the world. Thank you guys for watching so much. Like I said, again, I know it's been a while since I posted. I'm going to try and start posting at least once a week for you. I'm going to wipe all this makeup off right now and try to film it again, and hopefully this time I actually hit record. But also just leave me any suggestions you have in the comments down below, and I'll gladly make that video for you. I have another story time already in mind that I'll probably film for you right now, and then I want to do a few collabs with my sister and do some challenges and stuff. Ooh. And I also want to do like some collabs and some challenges with my sister, so just let me know what you want to see, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!